You're listening to the 49 Carats podcast, a 49ers Goldmine production with Stephanie Sanchez.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the 49 Carats podcast. I'm your host, Steph, and we're going to keep it rolling with these prospect spotlight interviews. Joining me today is Tiffin Corner Tyler Richardson. How are you doing today, Tyler?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Not too bad myself. We'll just get right into it. You spent your entire collegiate career at Tiffin, right?
I actually spent my first 2 years at East Tennessee State University, but in 2018, I ended up suffering from a torn hamstring, and then I ended up not knowing if I wanted to play football or not. So I went to Tiffin to originally go to school. Then I got pulled into the football team by the coaches, so I guess it all worked out for me.
Well, tell me a little bit about that. Just like, because the torn hamstrings, that's tough to come back from. Tell me about your mindset throughout all of that and how you kind of, what made you want to come back. I know it might have taken some convincing, but what was your mindset with all that?
It definitely took some convincing, but my mindset throughout the whole process was really, if I was able to play, I would play, and but I didn't want to come back if I wasn't 100% for sure, because I didn't want to be just another piece out there, not being able to produce, not being able to be a part of the team in a way I would like to be. So the biggest thing for me was just being 100%. If I could get back at 100%, I was gonna come back and play. But if I wasn't there, I would have took, I guess, my talents elsewhere and not not continue to play football.
No, that makes complete sense. I mean, you're a team guy, so you want to be there for your team, right? I could totally get behind that. Was there a year at Tiffin that you felt like or just, in your whole collegiate career, where you felt like you really came into your own as a player?
I would say actually, the going into like the COVID season, because we didn't know if we were going to play or not. And I think just coming off that summer of workouts and stuff, I really was feeling my body. I was about 190 at the time. I was feeling, I felt like this is exactly what I wanted to do. I came back from my injury prior from the year before 2019, and 2020 I felt amazing, honestly. And then going into the COVID season, I actually played really, really well. And I played free safety. I played nickel and corner that season. So I feel like I came into my own.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like the COVID year, everyone has experienced, what COVID has done to all of us, right? But everyone has a different experience with it, and for athletes, I can't even imagine what that's like. And uh, uh, how did you kind of overcome that? Just that year and making sure that you were still in football shape throughout all that. What was that like for you?
Honestly, it was. I got a little saying. It's just like staying the course, just locking in to myself and understanding that if I want to be where I want to be and at the end goal, that it takes understanding that everything might not go the way I want it to go. Everything might not go the way we expect it to go. And so me just locking in and staying the course just kept me on a straight and narrow path. And then I had good coaches too at Tiffin that kept us always in it, like because they always kept it up in the air, like we might play. And so, when you get that in the back of your head, it's like, yeah, we really might play. So just trying to be ready when that moment has come, like just like playing DB, just being ready when that moment's there.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right?
Ready. Yes.
Well, you're majoring in media production at Tiffin, or you majored in media production. Like we got a future broadcaster in our hands. Like, well, what's the goal with that? Like after football?
Okay, so I actually switched up, and I don't think they updated it yet. But I actually switched up and did business, and then I got so it's a sports management degree,
Nice.
and But a little broadcasting here and there might not be too bad for me. I think my smile is good for the camera. But honestly, after football, maybe just like coaching or being an analyst or something of that nature.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, honestly, like both of those would have an avenue to football either way, like whether it be broadcasting or like the sports management. So I think that's pretty cool. Um, excuse me. You played both basketball and track at one point, right? Uh,
Yes.
what was it about football that kind of took the cake for you that you kind of put the other sports to the side a bit?
Well, I'll start with basketball. I'm only 6 foot, maybe 6 foot, maybe 6'1" on a good day. But so basketball, I was a pretty good basketball player. Not gonna lie, I was a pretty good basketball player. But it really wasn't my passion. No, it wasn't my love. I just like playing it because I knew my guys were playing it, my boys were playing it too. So I just liked the concept of playing basketball, and it kept me always in shape. And then track, I felt too individualized in track, and nothing wrong with being an individual athlete and understanding like you still have like team relays and stuff, and so you have
Yeah.
to be on one page. But um I get, I guess I'm more of a person that likes to be around the team and around like a brotherhood and understanding like if we all are one, we can do something amazing.
Yeah, no, I like that. I mean, that definitely I think speaks to your character that you rather do something as a team than clearly like the individual accolades don't mean that much to you. It's about doing something with your teammates.
Definitely.
Definitely getting the sense that of that from you. Um, well, is there anything about having played basketball and track that has translated over to your football skills and give you an advantage on the field?
Yes, I think basketball wise, just being able to like run and cut like on a dime and stop on a dime, and just even like my coach might might sometimes call me like one of the best rebounders on the team. Yeah, just being able to go up and get the ball at the highest point and at any different angle. Because in basketball, it's so weird. You can run up and just like, just grab the ball from off the rim sometimes, and I guess that helped me there with just playing DB and just understanding when the ball's in the air, I can go get it at any time. And then track, straight line speed. Yeah, I know I'm a straight line fast guy. I can go. I'm a runner. I can run. So just me being able to run, like I said, I played free safety. Being able to go sideline from sideline, it was real easy. And then playing corner, you got to be able to run with the best of them sometimes. So.
Yeah, but tell me a little bit more about that because at this point, I assume you're preparing for your pro day.
Mhm.
Um, what's training been like for you? Like, clearly, it sounds like you might test pretty well in a 40. So, is there anything specific that you think you're gonna test better at?
I think my 40-yard dash will probably be my best test. But I think I should test very well and everything. Honestly, overall, a good pro day for me. But training has been exceptional. Honestly, training has been very good down that. I still have it on Bomberito Sports performance. It's
Okay.
been really good. Just being around like some of the pro guys, and because you're right there, right in front of the pros and stuff when they come in for their off season training, and just taking pointers from here and there and just hearing what they got to say about your game and how you can critique it, and seeing what they say about like just different things with running the three cone or the pro shuttle or anything. So training
Well,
has been really good to me.
that's definitely really cool to get that exposure and be able to talk to those guys. Like, have they given you any advice at all about this process and
Mhm.
what's that been?
Really, the biggest advice is just like sticking to the course, or like I said, stay in the course, because like most of the guys tell you all the time, like they're gonna find you. They're gonna find you if you're talented enough and you work hard enough. Uh, the league will find you, and the league will bring you in to at least showcase what you can do. So just not trying to get down on myself or understand I'm a small school athlete, but understand I got big dreams. So just keeping that big dream mindset and just chasing it every day.
Yeah, and definitely the Hula Bowl scouts did find you, right? So you participated in that. Congrats on that, by the way. What did it feel like for you to get that invite?
It honestly felt amazing. Had an interview earlier this week, and I was telling them like I got that invite while I was in class. I was actually in class, and it was a number that kept calling me, and I'm like, "Who is this?" Like, so I asked my professor, like, "Can I walk out for a second?" And she was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I walk out, then it's draft guy Jimmy on the phone, and he's just like, "We want to extend you an invite to the Hula Bowl. We think you're a very good corner, and think you can turn some heads out here." And I'm like, "Well, it's time for me to turn some heads." So
Yeah, you're
I,
like, Professor, I'm not coming back. I need some time to process this. No, that's awesome. But I know for a lot of guys, like those all-star bowl games, it's kind of their first taste of NFL coaching for some, not everyone.
Mhm.
But what struck you as the biggest difference between, college coaching and the NFL through that experience?
Honestly, the biggest difference with college coaching and NFL coaching is it's more like I guess it's more so of straightforward coaching, not so much of teaching of what you're about to be doing or what the drill is. It's more so this is the drill. This is what we're going to do, and this is how you're supposed to do it, and you should be able to perform at a high level doing it. So I think that's the biggest difference. And college is more so like, because all the guys don't know every drill in college, so
Yeah.
you teach it first, and then you learn, and then you learn, and then until you perfect it. And when you get there, you should be able to perfect your drills as they go.
And if you don't mind sharing, like what teams have shown interest in you so far?
Um, I don't know if I can talk about too many teams.
No, that's totally okay. I totally get that.
I don't know if I can talk about too many teams, but it's been a
Yeah.
handful of teams that have showed interest in me. Um, yeah, so I
Yeah, no,
don't
that's
want
that's totally okay. I mean, yeah, everyone's a little different, some I know some are instructed to not talk about that, and I totally get why. So I respect that. Not gonna not gonna ask any more questions there. But you don't have to mention any teams. But what's feedback? Some of the feedback that teams have given you so far. Is there like a certain uh, like role that they see you
to.
playing in their defense, or what has been the consensus there?
I would say, just like at the Hula Bowl, I think the biggest why for me was everybody wanted to know if I could play at the next level. Wanted to know if I could play at I guess the talent level of like I guess the FBS guys, and will I be able to stick it out with bigger receivers and not getting those I guess small school receivers, even though even small school receivers are good, but. I guess it was just me showing them I can prove them wrong, I guess, and prove everyone wrong that I didn't allow catch at the Hula Bowl. So so
There you go.
it was a pretty good weekend for me, and I think I turned a lot of heads. And really, most scouts were just saying they wanted me to gain my weight back because when I got up to the Hula Bowl, I only weighed in at 177, and that was just off of training and losing all the bad weight and still trying to put the muscle and stuff on. But right now I'm at 190, back up to where I'm supposed to be. So um, that's they just ready to see me run. Really, every scout was saying they know I'm fast. They want to see me run fast for the 40, and and they want to know what I can do later on for 'em.
Well, last question for you. What is a team, a fan base getting with Tyler Richardson, both on and off the field?
A team and a fan base is getting a hard worker for one. They're gonna someone that's gonna keep his nose clean, someone that's keep his nose down and just he sticks to the plan. Someone that's willing to do anything for the team. If that's playing special teams all day, I'm play special teams all day, and I'm giving it 100% every time I'm out there. You know, just somebody that's willing to do whatever it takes to bring a Super Bowl to the community. Because I know how it impacts the community. Because I'm actually from Cincinnati, Ohio, and just seeing what the Bengals did, um, going to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, and how it brought the community together and brought the city together. And we were a struggling city, honestly. And now everybody's ready for football season. Like
Yeah.
like seeing that joy in the city is crazy, and I want to be a part of that to any team. I think I can bring that to a team, and I think I can make an impact right away. If that is playing corner right away, maybe safety, maybe nickel. I think I'm a valuable piece that teams are missing, and I could really I could change the game.
Well, that's a great answer, and yeah, like that's the beautiful side of football, right? Being able to bring people together, and yeah, that's awesome. I could tell also that you're very genuine about the fact that you're a team player, just based on all the answers you gave today. Like, I tell you, you really mean that. So, you definitely got a good head on your shoulders. Tyler, thanks again for taking the time to do this. Again, I know it's a very busy time for you, and so I appreciate you taking the time out of your day. Best of luck on your pro day. I'm gonna be trying to refresh Twitter, try to get my updates wherever I can. So best of luck on that and beyond.
Yes, thank you. And the pro day is at University of Toledo, so
Okay.
be on the lookout for me. Be on the lookout.
All right. I'm gonna type that in right now before my memory forgets. Toledo. All right. What was the date?
March 20th.
March 20th. Let's go. Okay. And thank you guys for those that tuned in. If you enjoyed this interview, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. There will be plenty more content like this to come. Turn on those notifications so you always know when I'll be going live. Until next time, have a great rest of your Tuesday evening, people. Peace.
Peace. Thank you. Go Niners.